Hey, you guys! Can you tell Joe's not with me today? Okay. Hi, you guys! How are you? Ooh, it's Matisse Day, and Joe's not with me, so I am running the show alone. Can you tell? One would think I would be improving in my technology skills. But anyway, so today I have two cameras set up. I have my phone and my computer. Let's hope I can pull it off, okay? There's a little echoing going on, so you guys just have to make sure that you're always telling me that you can hear me. So happy Wednesday is right. And Charlotte and Tatum are here. Yay! And I'm sure that Susan also. So I'm so happy you guys are here joining me. You guys, we're going to talk about French artist Henri Matisse today. And again, make sure you tell me if you can hear that echoing. I haven't quite figured out yet how Joe did the echoing on my phone. Hey, Claire, I'm glad you're here. So my phone is set up. Look, I have my collage camera set up. But if it doesn't work, this is where I'm going to do my collage. We're going to give it a try today. Between the lighting and the sound, I'm telling you guys, one day I'm going to have a real studio. But this, I spend so much time setting up everything, and then it's still echoing. But we're going to do our best. So Henri Matisse, let me tell you a little bit about him first. So he's, again, another one of my favorite artists. And he was born December 31st, New Year's Eve, 1869 in France, and he died on November 3rd, 1954. Okay. And he was a great artist. He actually went to law school and became a lawyer, and he ended up getting, well, I'm going to read you the book, but he ended up getting appendicitis, and he spent an awful lot of time in bed, and his mother brought him art supplies to keep him busy. So while he was in bed, he was creating art, and he fell in love with it. So after being a lawyer, he went to art school and was greatly influenced and inspired by Van Gogh. So again, I just love his artwork, and I want to show you some of his famous creations. Well, first let's start with good old Henri. In France, they call him Henri Matisse. I don't speak much French, but there's Henri on his ladder. He actually created many times very large. And here he is creating a giant painting. Here, there goes the sound. Here he is a little bit larger. No, that was the other one. He's sketching. See, here's the plant. He's sketching leaves and flowers. He's drawing a bird. So here he is older. He has a dog. And look at the big palm leaves in the background. You're going to notice when I start showing you his artwork that the imagery you see is in his environment. So he's influenced by his surroundings. Don't those big organic shapes in the background look similar to the plant in the background? And here he is. He eventually did end up in a wheelchair, and he was still creating. And in bed, creating. With a long giant stick, sitting and creating. He did love to do, again, very large scale artworks, just to give you an idea of how big his paintings were. And right, they look really beautiful. So he really believed that certain colors made you feel a certain way. And so to me, his are very fun, right? And bright and happy. So let's talk again before we get started on organic versus geometric shapes. So you guys, a geometric shape is anything, any shape you can give a name. Triangle, rectangle, octagon, diamond, oval, hexagon, circle, square, right? So those are all considered geometric shapes. An organic shape are shapes that don't have a name and that would come, let's say, from nature, such as clouds, leaves on the tree, or even if you spill milk on the table, it's going to make an organic, natural shape, right? So it's like a free form shape. So you can see in Matisse's artworks that he used both organic and geometric shapes very casual, loose, fun, simple, bright, happy artworks. That's the way I would describe his artwork. So what I want you guys to do today, so we're going to practice. I'm going to have you guys, while I'm reading this, I want you to practice. And I'll give you a quick demo, and then I'm going to start reading this. I want you today to try to draw with scissors. So I don't want you to use a pencil, okay? If you want later, I'll let you try. But right now, I want you to have some scissors and maybe some scrap paper to practice. And what I want you to do, I'm going to go to my other camera. I'll keep those up for, well, let's take this. Now you can hear me? I don't know how Joe did that. The volume went out. All right. All right. So I guess, you know what? When I go off camera, I don't know how Joe did it with me. I'll have to figure it out. But when I go off camera, you guys can't hear me. So I'm going to have to keep both pictures up. And then we'll just see how it goes. I want to make sure you can see and hear me. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to find some scrap paper and practice. So how I want you guys to practice. So yeah, I guess I have to have both images up on the screen in order for you to hear me. Oh, I wonder if I could do this. Hold on, let me try one more thing. All right. You guys know I'm still bad at technology. It won't let me unmute myself. Oh, okay. Let's go back. So here we go. So I want you to find some scrap paper, even if it's computer paper. And I want you guys to practice organic and geometric shapes. And I want you to do it without drawing them. So you're just going to use your scissors and cut some shapes. They don't have to be perfect. It could be the shape of a kite. So let go of trying to make a perfect square. Forget about making anything perfect. Diamond shapes, right? I just want you guys to practice cutting. Both images are. So I did it the other day when Joe was on with me, and Joe had just this desktop, but you guys could hear me okay. So I don't know how he did it. And Joe was, guess what? Joe's taking driving lessons today, so he couldn't help me. All right, so here is, look at just a wavy line, okay? I just want you guys to practice some designs with scrap paper. You can use colored paper. You can use white paper and color it yourself. But I just found some bright colors, and I want you guys to practice organic and geometric shapes. So while I am, and again, we'll figure it out. Every day I'm trying to figure something out. You guys know that, right? You would have thought I would know by now, but I'm working on it. Okay, so I told you guys, look at, here's one of his paintings. So he painted too, right? So I told you Henri Matisse lived from 1869 to 1954. Where's my math people? He was born in 1869 and he died in 1954. How old was he when he died? You guys tell me. He was a French artist, and he was also a very unusual person. One story says he liked to drive slowly down the middle of the road, blocking traffic. He drove this way so he could enjoy looking at the trees along the street. Oh, I think I passed him on the road. Or that could be me. Henri's known for working with many art forms. He painted, sculpted, and made etchings. Henri also worked with new art forms. Decoupage is an art form that Henri helped make popular. That's what we're going to do today is decoupage collage. It involves cutting pieces of colored paper into shapes, and artists then arrange the shapes to make designs. So he loved to use bright and bold colors, and he believed that art did not have to look lifelike. So that's like abstract. He showed people that art does not have to look real to be beautiful. His ideas changed the way people looked at the creation of art. Now I have a tickle in my throat. Now I do know, so his dad really wanted Henri to stay a lawyer. He did not want him to go to art school. And Henri's mother loved that he went to art school. And Henri's mother really encouraged him to think outside the box, to be different, to not get stuck in, everyone's painting it realistic. So, and this is a still life. And a still life is when you set up stuff like fruit and cups and pots and stuff like that, and you sit and draw it, and then you paint it. So if you guys had to guess, would that be abstract or realistic? Realistic. I heard you say it. Yes, that's a realistic looking painting because it looks real, right? So this is said still lifes are paintings of objects like fruits, vases, and bottles. Artists paint still lifes to practice using color and shading. I did a ton of that in art school. So that is Henri Matisse's, and I'm going to skip ahead. So look at how good that is. That's one of his other artworks when he was painting very realistic. That's called Woman Reading, and it was one of Henri's first paintings shown at the Salon. That's where like an art show. Imagine that. The Salon's judges like to pick traditional paintings with lifelike images and dark backgrounds. So traditional is like your mainstream, normal looking stuff. So then Henri went to art school, and while he was studying at art school, he became a father, and he had a daughter. His daughter's name was Marguerite. And so Henri's studies were rewarded. Some of his paintings were shown at the Salon in Paris. That's a big deal. People from around the world came to see and buy art at this gallery. Henri sold 2 of his paintings. That's good, right? We know Van Gogh wasn't very successful as an artist. So we know that Monet and Van Gogh were in that Impressionist style time period, and that's what they're classified as, Impressionist style artists. This says the dinner table, so look at that artwork. And then this would be more of an impressionistic style artwork. So in 1897, Henri began to study new art styles. First, he studied Impressionism, and he wanted to keep growing and changing his colors and his brush strokes. And let's see, he did not sell many of his paintings, especially as he decided to move away from traditional and go more, unique and different. And so again, when people are not comfortable with something you're doing, it's not always the most popular. This is called, actually, this moved more into pointillism. We're going to do that one day, you guys, where we use Q-tips and paint, and we paint with just dots. So that's called pointillism. And also Henri tried that, right? So he tried drawing and painting realistic, and then he went more abstract, and then he tried pointillism and impressionism. So he really was just trying and experimenting with everything. Even if he didn't sell the stuff, he was still exploring it. So I'm gonna take a break from the book but look at that. I think that's awesome. So look at the background colors too, because I want to get started, but I want you guys to pick your favorite colors. Okay, so I want you guys to pick your favorite colors, and I'm gonna go back. Let me take this one off the screen real quick. Let's go big screen. Okay, and I can't figure out how to get my phone to go big screen like that, but look at this. Okay, So that's kind of fuzzy, but look at those shapes. So we see a bunch of little baby squares. This looks like a rectangle with the center part cut out. And these are those very leafy, organic looking shapes. And Lola, I know you wanted to do a monster. This would be a great project to create an abstract looking weird monster with some cut paper. And who's to say it all has to be flat? You can make things pop out too. And I can show you different ways to do that. So here again, look at those leafy colors. This one, he did a series of circus artworks. So this one is a horse and a carriage. You know, you could have a princess in there, but you could tell it's a horse and a carriage, but look at how abstract it is. And again, he's using that imagery of leafy looking things. Here's a horse. This one reminds me of a monster, Lola. That's why I was thinking you would like that. And this one, guess what artist he was influenced when he did this? Yes, Van Gogh. So here you have a very simple silhouette. And what would this little red dot here symbolize? A heart. I heard you say that. So here's a heart. And then here's his version of stars, right? On a blue background. Influenced by Van Gogh. Very cool. So again, I want you to look at all the different colors. So he tried experimenting with different colors, more abstract stuff. He had, as he got older and he was in a wheelchair, he had an assistant who helped him cut out and glue stuff up and, you know, just help with his creations. And if you guys don't have cut paper, it's okay. You can also create it with magic markers, colored pencils, crayons. But again, I want you to look at the background here. So you have orange, you have yellow, you have purple, you have blue, right? You could always take a piece of paper and color the background different colors, add a pattern on it, create some flowers on a vase and a plate, and maybe put some fruit on there. So this is your artwork. If you're more into music, you could cut out a guitar or draw a guitar, add some flowers, a figure, some music. So, and again, you can use crayons if you prefer to use crayons, cut paper, magic marker. I love this one. This is cut paper, right? This is one of Matisse's. So again, look at those organic shapes, very natural. What's this over here? Looks like a little bird head, doesn't it? So you guys can always, again, it doesn't have to look realistic. You just do your best. This is really a fun project to experiment. So let's go back to this. Again, I wish if I only knew how to make that. I forgot you can't hear me. I'm coming back. Here I am. All right, so let's go to your favorite colors. I want you guys to use your favorite colors for this project. Now, I have a bunch of paper here. Look at all my different colors, right? So I don't know what you have, but pick your favorites, okay? Yes, we're going to do pointillism. I promise you coming up, we're going to do pointillism. I already have the Q-tips. I wanted to take a little break from painting and just show you guys some different mediums, right? So pointillism is really good because we can use paint with little dots. But this is a really fun project, especially if you want to make cards. There's so many things coming up. You can make Mother's Day cards. You can make Easter cards, Passover cards, any holiday, just because cards, right? So this is, again, another reason why I wanted to show you guys that crafting with paper is so much fun. Just let go of wanting to make it perfect. Think real simple and pick your favorite colors, right? Pick your favorite colors to do your card. So if you guys want, so here I have, again, I almost layered this. So I have a white paper for my background. Then I have this light blue, which is like a bright light blue. And then I have, so these were my practice ones. Maybe I'll incorporate them later, okay? So I'm hoping I gave you enough inspiration to get you started. I'm trying to figure this out. Here. Okay. Now I have a glue stick. So you guys can use Elmer's or you can use a glue stick. But the most important thing is I want you to create your background. So we're going to work from the background to the foreground, which is the closest part to you. So pick your colors for your background. And I'm just going to take my color, okay, and I'm just going to cut. So if I cut out a square, is that a geometric shape or is that an organic shape? It's a geometric shape. So there's one, and maybe I want to repeat it, right? Maybe I want to do a rectangle. I could do a rectangle there. This is almost like a puzzle. And then how about, what if I did like I won't even tell you what this is called. You guys tell me. What's that called? Like a triangle shape? You could add a triangle shape in here, right? Maybe I'm just going to keep cutting it out and then I'll decide where I'm going to put it later. All right, so now, how about I have a nice bright piece of orange, right? So I love these bright colors. I think it reminds me of spring and summer and fun. And so, but it doesn't mean you have to use bright colors. You can use other colors. You can use dark colors. You can use pastel colors. You can use paper. I have some paper here that has texture and designs already on it. I'll show you. So if you guys have like scrapbook paper like this, you guys can use that stuff too. How your paper can be as big or as small as you want it. So think if are you going to make this into a card? Is it going to be an artwork? So my paper that I have here fits into my printer. So this is like computer size paper. What is that? 8.5 by 11? That's what size this is. Okay. Then I have some of scrapbook paper. I don't know what size this is, but this does not fit in my computer, my printer. This is just like scrapbook paper. So it does not matter how big or small your paper is. If you're going to make it into a card, you probably don't want it to be too big. So if you're going to make it into a card, I would stick with like computer size paper. Or if your paper is really big, you can cut it down smaller. Now, what happens if you really want to make your artwork bigger? Well, guess what? You can put it together. Put two pieces together, right? So if you want it bigger, put two pieces together or three pieces together. It's totally up to you. And again, it could be vertical or horizontal. So it's your creation. So if you're, okay, so Lola says she wants to make a card. So again, if you're going to do a card, you don't want it to be a ginormous card unless you're going to hand deliver it. And then you can make it as big as you want to. Have you guys ever seen those giant cards? They're like the size of a poster board. You could get a poster board and fold it in half, right? That would be cool. But most cards you want to be, unless you're being silly, you want them to fit in your hand. So you would, fold it in half and it could open in either direction. It could go like this, right? Let's see. It's backward on the camera. So it's your card. So it can go in either direction and you can make a Henri Matisse style artwork. Let me show you again. Let me get my pieces out. So right now I have a lot of geometric shapes because I was trying to make my background really colorful. I want to add some, I have some green over here. So we know that he loved those very natural shapes. So how about, watch this. I'm just going to kind of, this would be more of a shape of like spilled milk or a cloud or a monster Lola. Right? So of course you could make a fish. So look at that. So look at that. So that is, again, a very organic shape. Let's see if I can find a fish picture for Lola. Lola wants to make a fish. I thought, here, look at. So look at those little fish, how simple they are, right? So think of the shapes that you would need for fish. You could draw it. I have not touched a pencil yet. So if I was going to do a goldfish, I would find some like yellowish orange paper, maybe yellow, maybe orange, depends on what colors you've used, right? Let me see if I have some yellow here. I just want you guys to practice doing it without drawing. If you can't do it without a pencil, go ahead and use a pencil, but go ahead and try. So And what's the worst that can happen? So you try to do a fish without drawing it out, and then it looks like a monster. Okay, or it looks like something else, right? Let's see if mine looks like a fish. Does this look like a fish? Kinda. A little bit like a fish. Put it in your collage. Let's try something else. So how about like a wavy looking shape? And see how I'm overlapping them? So and again, they're not even glued down yet. I'm just kind of figuring out my arrangement so that when you arrange an artwork, it's called composition. So I'm just kind of figuring it out first. You could do some leafy looking things, right? Like his palm looking tree. Those very organic palm leaves. Maybe I overlap it there. So you guys know he's talked about contrast. If I overlap the green into the other green, you're not going to really see it, right? So they look better when the colors don't overlap each other. Like you want to have the contrast. You want to see the difference in color. See how much better it looks when the green's over the red and the pink than if I overlap the green on top of the green, right? It becomes one big green blob. So I want you guys, let me think. Here, I'll show another one. So you could do flowers, you could do the fish, you could do the cat, you could do a guitar. Because this is your artwork, and I want you guys, I love that one too. You could do a bird, right? Did I show you the picture where he's looking at the bird? So look at him studying his bird, and he's just sketching it out. But he studied everything around him. So that's what you should be working on. Let's go back. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what I'm going to do. How about if I try, I wish you guys could see me cut this. That almost looks like a palm tree. I was trying to make a flower, but see now, look at that. I tried to make a flower. It looks like a palm tree. Now it's a palm tree because there's no rules, right? Looks like the fish is sunbathing under the palm tree. But those are just a start of my pieces. So again, I want you guys to look at this. Look at these shapes, these pieces, parts, and to do the little, here, let me do this one. I'll do, I'm going to do this. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if I cut 3 pieces, like 3 long skinny pieces, like the same length, 1, 2, 3. Watch this. So if I have 3 and I make an X, and I take another one and I put it through the middle. It could be a flower. Like that. Then see, this is what instead of my palm tree, I was trying to make a flower. That could be the stem of the flower. I'm trim this because it looks there. How's that? Now it looks like a flower, right? Newspapers, yeah. You know what? If you had newspaper as the background, that would be so cool. Like if I don't even have newspaper, but if you use newspaper as the background and then some cut paper on top of it, or computer paper, newsprint, notebook paper, any kind of paper. It could be packing paper, whatever you have. It could be, you know what I used to save are the advertisements that come in the mail with all those coupons because they're pretty colorful. So you guys can use any stuff that you have to make your artwork. So let's see. I'm going to go back to, you guys want to do that one? Which one is your favorite so far? I know Lola liked the goldfish. Come up with your own. I don't know. This one is just my favorite because it's so bright and fun and kind of weird. And so look, there's that little thing. So all you need to do that is like, it almost looks like a snowflake here, right? Because it's white on blue. So that gives it like the illusion of a snowflake. Maybe it's a star. Because this painting to me this collage looks so bright that I don't think it's winter in that picture, right? Then you have this one. You could do something like that. Look at that, how fun that is. Okay. So let's see. Again, I'm going to start gluing and then I'm going to go back to my book. So I want you guys to figure out what it is that you want to create and think of imagery that are things that you love. If you love the guitar, you could do a real simple guitar shape. If you want to do fish, make some silly little goldfish. Let's see if I can make another little goldfish. Let's see if I can do it. Here, let's put those goldfish back up. Where'd they go? Let's look at those goldfish. So the body is the biggest shape, right? And then he's got that tail, and that tail looks like a V. You see that V in the tail? All right, so here's what I did. Look at this. I cut mine out like that. Now it's upside down, just so you can see it. There's my goldfish. But I didn't do the fins on the side. So I thought I'd cut them out and add them on, right? And they almost look like little triangles. See that? There's my little baby fish. But that looks funny, right? Because the fish is swimming by the flower. So maybe there are flowers at the bottom of the ocean, or, or maybe I can just combine it. I can do whatever I want to because it's my artwork. And then, you could write a story about it. The flowers that grew under the sea. Let's see what else. So, but before I start gluing, I really want to get my background down. So I'm going to swoop everything aside. And look at this weird scrap piece of paper. This kind of looks like a monster, doesn't it? Those two big eyeballs. Depends on which way I turn it. This is just the scrap I was using for the goldfish. But you guys can always take a scrap and turn it into something. I love to do that. Like, use your imagination. Save your scraps because it's always fun to make something with them. So let me start. Let's see. Here's my glue stick. So I want to start with my background. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it. There's my square, geometric. Let's try an orange rectangle. You can have them overlap. They can touch. They don't have to. Just very fun, bright colors. This to me kind of looks like grass. Now you guys, you can make grass like that. Again, you don't even have to make grass, but you could have it like that. Or you can even take your green paper and you can cut little slits. See that? But don't go all the way down. But you can cut little baby slits. Look at that. Cut, cut, cut. You see those little slits? And then you could fold it. And that could be grass too. Cut, 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 cut. Watch your fingers. Go slow. You can cut the letters of your name out and add the letters to your collage. So it could be an abstract name design, right? So look at that. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of a little Hawaiian skirt. You could make a little person. This could be their little luau skirt. Okay, but I was trying to make grass. So here, like, look. This could be my grass, but I don't have to glue it all down. I can make my grass pop up. So I would only glue down. Of course, I lost my glue stick. I would only glue down the bottom of it. And then my little pieces of green can come up like that. So it's not completely flat. And I know I wanted, what else do I need? I probably could use some yellow over there. So look, I'm just taking, I know kids love well, so do adults, brand new pieces, but I'm just taking a scrap piece of yellow. And I'm just going to cut a shape. I'll put it right there. Maybe I'll put it here. I can overlap it. So overlap, I'm covering part of the other areas. As I see my phone is freezing, huh? All right, let's give my phone a break for a minute. I love using both cameras. I just haven't figured it all out yet. So let's go back to big screen. I don't know why my phone freezes, but I noticed that happening. So let's go back to the book. How's yours coming, you guys? Let me, this is interesting. So see that one? So it says, Henri painted a green stripe down the woman's face in the green stripe. The stripe shows a clear line between light and shadow of her face. Henri displayed this at one of the exhibits in Paris. So you see how the face is two different colors. One side is a little bit brighter and the other side tends to be a little bit yellower. So that was the way that Matisse was showing shadows. There's the other one I showed you guys. I wish I could read French. I don't read French. Who reads French? Anybody know French? So he created a book called Jazz. And this artwork right here is from his book called Jazz. And he did use colored paper for that. Is it perfect? No, but look at how cool it looks, right? You could tell someone's dancing in the stars. So in 1917, Henri moved his family to France, a place called Nice, France, which is near the Mediterranean Sea. There, Henri painted scenes of the sea. Some of his works were also of women. Henri worked on many projects. He made statues, and he did 29 drawings called etchings. And Henri also made etchings for James Joyce. James Joyce is a writer. I didn't know that. That's cool. He even made the costumes and set for a ballet called Rouge de Noir. I didn't know that either. So yeah, it sounds like he had his hands in everything, right? In 1947, Henri published the book Jazz, and he wrote about his thoughts on life and art in that book. And he included many brightly colored pictures. Henri said he created these pictures by drawing with scissors. He cut pieces of paper, painted them in different colors, and arranged them in patterns. So that would be another really cool thing to do. Maybe you have like old scraps of artwork that you don't want to use anymore, you can cut it into pieces and add it to your picture. If you want, if you don't have like old paintings or stuff that you can cut up, you can create just like abstract paintings and then wait for them to dry and cut them apart. So that was the art form called decoupage, which means to cut and glue. He created an altar. Look at that. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's an altar. See that? Henri designed the altar and stained glass window for the chapel of Saint Marie de Rosa. All right, you guys, I don't know French. Rosaria. He also painted murals on the church's walls. And in his final years, in the 40s, Henri had an operation to remove cancer from his stomach. He never fully recovered. For the rest of his life, he spent a great deal of time in bed. Henri did not let his illness stop him from working. At one point, he tied a piece of chalk to a stick. I showed you guys that in one of the pictures. And he used it to draw on the walls and ceiling of his room. Much of Henri's later artwork was made while working in bed. In 1947, an official from the chapel visited Henri. He asked Henri to decorate the church. Henri made stained glass windows for the church. He also designed an altar, furniture, and robes for the priests. On the church's walls, Henri painted several murals. He wanted to keep these paintings simple. He outlined people and objects in black paint. He did not fill the paintings with many details. Henri hoped the simple pictures would be understood by everyone. Oh, here's one of his sculptures. So you guys, a sculpture is three-dimensional. This book is two-dimensional, right? It's flat, but a sculpture is three-dimensional. So you can walk around it, you can hold it, even if you're at the art museum, you can't touch it. But so even in his sculptures, he used very few details. See how simple it is? That would be really fun to do with modeling clay. If you guys have any clay, like modeling clay, that would look really cool. During the last years of his life, Henri was often ill, but he continued to make art. Oh, wait, I told you that part. No, I didn't. He designed stained glass windows, sculpted, and worked with decoupage until his death. He died November 3rd, 1954. He was 84. Who got that answer? Did anybody get 84? Henri greatly changed people's ideas about art. His work with different art styles taught people that art did not have to be realistic in color. He showed that colors and simple shapes could show meaning. Henri also helped develop new types of art. Fauvism showed feelings through color. Decoupage is often used today to make decorations. Henri's art is on display in museums around the world. The Museum of Modern Art in New York shows some of his work. Many of his paintings are in Paris and in Nice and in Moscow, Russia. That's the end of that book. So, another library book, right? How's your collages coming, you guys? I want to make sure you guys have, an idea and you're having fun. I want you to have fun. And I can, my camera shut off. So I don't even have my camera going anymore. My phone probably died. Let's see if I can come. How about if I come over here? Let's go back to the regular way of creating, huh? Let's see here. I'm going to get all my pieces on my... Everybody's coming along good? Claire, you're good? All right, let's try this. That's what I've come up with so far. Now I have a bunch more pieces over here. I think my phone died. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta charge the phone too, huh? All these things you gotta do to create. All right, so let's go to... Let me see. So here's some of the shapes that I created. And again, you guys, there's no rules. I can have it go off the paper. I kind of like that. So you see the difference? Like this is just this kind of looks like a lily pad, doesn't it? It could be lily pad in the water. You wanted me to do a lily pad in the water? That would be kind of cute. And then we could put yeah, let's do that. And then we could put the goldfish down there. If you guys didn't do Monet's lily pads, we can make it like well, let's just do a combination. So let's try my little goldfish. He's swimming in Monet's pond. This could be Monet Matisse. So remember, I made 2 little triangle fins. I'm just getting my pieces. So there's no details on this, right? Now, if you want to add more details and you want to put little fish eyes on, you can do that. You can add a flower on your lily pad. I want to put a flower on my lily pad. I know I cut out a flower. I think this fish might be too big, but we can try. This is the fish I did before. Does that look too big? Yeah, that's okay. So it's a big fish, right? It's a jumbo fish. Maybe I put a little flower right here. Like this would be a lily pad in the water. Here's the grass. Again, you can make a little bird head. You can make a bird in the sky. You could do a palm tree or a flower. Let's go back to this. I made it, so I might as well use it. Let's put it over here. And then where did I do that flower part that goes on top of it? So I can't use yellow again. I can use pink again. I could use orange. I could just even do like a look at that. I can even make like a triangle flower and it can go off. I kind of like that. I want to talk about the geometric. Look at that. It kind of looks like that. See, to me, that looks really happy and fun and bright. And you can make it as big and small as you want to. You could add as many details as you want to. I'm going to copy the link so you guys can come up and I'll keep working on it. There you go. All right, you guys. All right, so hopefully you got the link and you can click on that whenever you're ready to come up, but you can keep working on it. And I want you guys, so I want to put another flower over here. And maybe it could be taller, it can be shorter. Let's see what Lola has happening today. Hi, Lola.
Hi.
How are you?
Instead of drawing the cat, I did a fish. And I got the little, these little things from a magazine. And for the background, like this, the background, I used one of these.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
And for the fish, to color the fish, I'm going to use oil pastels.
Nice.
So I got an idea for like the card. It wasn't for the fish, but I was planning like for Easter. I was gonna cut a paper with like a little basket, stick it a paper basket, and stick it there, and then make a little eggs out of paper, and then put it there.
Oh, that's a good idea. You know what? I can show you real quick too if you want to make it pop out. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. You just take any piece of paper and fold it in half, either way, right?
Yeah.
And then if you go find the middle of the crease, roughly the middle, okay? And then you cut little, watch, I'll cut a little slit, just a little bit, a little slit and a little slit, okay? See that, what I cut? And then kind of fold it so it's even, right? And then you would open it up.
Wait, are you making a pop-up card?
Yeah, do you know how to do that?
Yeah, but I don't know how to like make it pop.
So I'm showing. So you see that little thing that I just made?
Yeah.
Okay, so look. Now that would be the inside of the card. So your outside of the card would look like that. And then you open it up, and whatever it is, like your little vase, you would glue it to that piece so that it pops out when you open it.
Oh.
I'll glue something on here before we're done so you can see. But let's say I want a tree on there, or you can have your vase. You would just put a little bit of glue right there, and then you would glue it. And so when you close the card, well, you want to make it so it doesn't hang out, right? But make it smaller, and then you open it, and it would pop out. See? Did you see what I did?
Yeah.
So all it is two slits. So you keep it folded in half, cut on the crease, fold that little tab, open it up, and then I just reversed that little tab so it went on the inside of my card. And then you create your card, and you could even cover that up on the outside with some more paper, right? I could cut a piece of paper like a patch and glue it over it. And then you open it up and that little thing pops out. So you see, you could do that. I know you can do that.
Yeah. And what's our next painting or project?
I'm doing Mona. You know Mona?
Like our next painting.
Yeah. Wait, where is it? Hold on. Hold on. We're doing Mona, and I have.
Oh, you mean Moana?
Moana. Sorry, I said Mona. Moana. We're doing Moana.
I heard Bona.
And I have what's the pig's name?
I don't know.
I'm not even going to attempt to say the pig's name, but the pig. So I have one of just the pig. If you go under the files tab, both of those are in there. So I have this one, and then just the pig by himself, like the baby pig.
Well, you should do like Maui with Moana.
You could do Maui. You could add Maui in the background, you mean?
Yeah.
Like with palm trees and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds fun. You know what? I want to try something. I want to see. Will you stay on the camera? And I'm going to bring other people up. Can we try something new?
Okay.
Let's see. Hey, girls.
Hi.
Hey, I want to try something new today. Can I bring up people that are waiting and we all come on together?
Yeah, I think so. I can see the other person.
Can you guys see each other? Hey, Claire.
Hi.
I'm doing something different. Look at you guys. Now you're all on. Isn't that fun? Everybody can say hi. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Look at how cool that is. Then you guys don't have to wait below. All right. So who wants to go? Let's have Natasha, Sage, and Cora go next.
Okay. So this is my picture.
Oh, look at that flower. Wow. Is that cut paper?
Yes.
That's gorgeous.
And I made two. My first one is a flower, and I actually made some 3D shapes at the bottom.
I love that. Look at her 3D shapes that she folded, and so it doesn't glue down flat. Hold that up close. That is so cool. Are you guys getting ideas?
She tells you to.
Look at it. Look at that little. It looks like a little shell. Is that supposed to be a seashell or another flower?
So they're supposed to be like plants.
That looks really cool.
And then my other one is supposed to be a monster that's dancing.
Ah, Lola, there you go. Lola wanted to do a monster that's dancing.
And I even made the hair a bit 3D.
Love it.
And then the sun also is dancing.
I love that. How's the twins over there? Nikki, Marie? You guys want to go?
We're
go?
good.
Hi.
Good.
You gotta unmute it, I think. Or can you?
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, she can hear us. Okay, show her your thing.
I made a little collage
Hold it up.
person.
Sit up on your knees so she can hold it. Oops. This is Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi.
Tell them what you made.
I made this one is little. This one is a little.
The hippo?
No, I'm talking about that. It's an emoji that's a queen emoji.
I love it. And you know what? That just makes me so happy looking at
There's
it.
a hippo under it.
Over there.
I love it. Oh,
And Tatum, show them what you got.
it's very happy.
And there's a kitty emoji, but I didn't really add the ears. It's a kitty emoji right now.
Okay, Tatum, tell them what you have.
I have a cheetah and a little collage person.
I love that. That's so cute.
Oh, I was making just like a regular background, and she was trying to make this person to play at the park.
That's so cute.
I made that one with the grass.
I love it. I love the little person that's separate.
Can the other girls be your friends?
Can the other girls be your friends? Girls, will you be their friends? Wave to them. Sure. You know, they live all over the country. Everyone lives all over the country. So this is our little art group.
That's okay.
Yeah. So
We
you
live
guys,
in Tennessee. We live in Tennessee.
you live in Canada. And I'm going to bring up, we got one more. I'm going to do Claire next. Claire's going to come on next. Hey, Claire.
Hi.
All right, Claire's going to show you guys what she made. Go ahead, Claire.
Not yet.
So I made like an ocean. I put 2 floaties, 1 pineapple, and then 1 orange pear. And then my mom made this like hat that I could put on the pear.
That's a great idea. And that looks really fun, too. Everyone did such fun, bright artworks. Wow.
And then I put a rock, and then I put a yellow starfish on the rock.
And is that what's next to the starfish?
A jellyfish.
A jellyfish. I love those. That's so great.
And then I put a heart for the moon.
With sunglasses.
And then I added a mouth.
It's so cute. You did such a great job. Have you done a collage before?
What?
Have you made collages before? Were you cutting glue?
No.
Well, this is your first so collage, you guys, is a French word which means to cut and glue. So, you know, I've made a lot of them, but isn't it fun just to experiment and just cut and just don't worry about what it looks like. Just have fun, especially if this is your first time. You can make, I love how you can make them separate. You can glue them on. You know, you can use like Lola, she used any supplies that she wanted to. So Natasha and Sage and Cora and Lola and Claire and the twins and Emma and Bella are here too. I just love when you guys are, so everyone, you guys are friends. You're virtual art friends, right? In this online art community. So Emma and Claire, what did you guys make?
I made this. It's really abstract.
It's very, what's shiny on there? The fish?
Oh yeah, I tried to make them gold.
Is that metallic paper? That is so cool.
We used tissue paper for most of it and some construction paper. But yeah.
This is mine so far. I did the kitty, but I did the window on the other side.
Very cute.
And I have 2 fish so far.
I love it.
Kitty has little Flower.
Look at that cat. So you guys, the printable, the Matisse, if you want to see the one with the cat, the one with the fishbowl, in the Facebook group under the files tab, you can print out all of the Matisse pictures too. So you guys can get more inspiration and ideas. Look at that. Oh, you have a book? Come closer.
And there's
Is that a book?
yeah, it's a book and
That's
it has
the
a little or headband.
And this is a thing by Matisse called The Sorrows of the King, which I thought it was an interesting composition. Wanted to show everybody.
Yes, it's very interesting.
That's what the book looks like.
Oh, I like it.
Really nice. As the most, important, the most amazing paintings and sculptures, most famous. A really nice resource.
Yes. And then, is that Bella? Bella, are those printables right there in front of you?
Yes, this one that she was
You
using.
guys, look at the cat that she's using as a reference, right? That's in the Facebook group under the files tab. She used that as a reference as she's creating her cat, just to help her. So that's always an option for you guys, right? You can just use it to look at it, which is what I like on my computer. I was looking at the fish to make the fish. It helps me while I'm doing it.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
That's awesome.
It helps.
All right. So even though I was calling her Moana, so you guys, Friday is Moana, right?
Oh, and I forgot to mention, but the pig is named Pua.
Cool. I would have really messed that up. Pua.
And I made a fan out of paper.
And look at her fan. You can make a fan out of paper. So we're gonna do again. It's under the tab. It's under the files tab on Facebook. Pua, if I said it right. And then what's the So you and the rooster. What's the rooster? He has a weird name too.
Hey, hey.
Nay. So Pua.
Added.
What about the pig? What's the pig's name?
Poo. What's the pig's name?
Pua.
Pua.
Hua.
Claire, that looks awesome. And guys, one day we'll do a pop-up cart, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how to do it. It's super, super easy if you want to make a card pop up. Okay?
Okay.
You guys keep creating. Keep making your project. Oh, you know what else I wanted to tell you? Something else you could add to it if you want something metallic, if you don't have any metallic paper. If you guys have a little bit of aluminum foil, you can always make a little fish on aluminum foil and cut it out so it's a little bit metallic. So that's always a fun thing to add or you can even take a little bit of aluminum foil and roll it into a big ball and make an eyeball or something.
I forgot to show you. This is the flowers.
The flowers are beautiful. I just thought it would be fun to bring all of you guys on camera at the same time.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, this is really fun.
Because I can't figure out how to, and my phone lasted, not even halfway through. So I will see you guys again on Friday. Saturday, I'm doing I don't know if you guys know this, Saturday I'm doing the bunnies again, the bunny hugs that we did a year ago, because it's free. I'm doing it. I'm streaming to a bunch of places, but that's Saturday. So I just added it yesterday. So I'll definitely see you guys Friday, okay?
Okay.
Paper
With a heart. And do you know there's heart? Hearts to everybody. Hearts. Your heart. Big heart with your hand.
Look, everybody's doing a heart with their hands, and you're missing.
I got a little heart here.
Well, you can do it with your arms. You can do a giant one with your arms, or you can do a baby one like this. I can hear you. That's okay. I can see you too. Yeah, I can see you and hear you. Oh, look at. So we got baby hearts with our hands and big giant hearts with our arms. And then you can dance.
There you go.
Oh, look at the springy. Look at the spiral spring. All right, you guys have a fantastic day. You guys have fun today?
Yeah.
Keep creating. Don't stop just because I'm done. I want you to keep going and keep creating, okay? I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
What do you want to tell me?
Soon, can you do a hippo class? I want you to make a hippo soon.
A hippo?
Yeah.
Like a hippopotamus?
Yeah. Can I tell you a joke?
Yes, you can tell me a joke.
Why does the puppy cross the road?
I don't know. Why does the puppy cross the road?
To chase the cat call.
To chase the cat.
Call.
The cat car.
Oh, the cat car. Got it. That's a good joke.
Silly.
Can you do a hippo lesson? Can you do a hippo lesson? It's a cat call because dogs chase cats and it's chasing the call because they also chase cars. So that it's chasing a call cat.
That's really silly. Yeah. You know what? I'll add a hippo. I'll work on a hippo. I've never done a hippo. I've never had a request for a hippo. So I will work on a hippo for you. Okay. And I still have a little bit more to do I'm planning April now. And then I'll get you guys.
Want to make a cheetah soon?
So do you guys like Moana?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Friday, again, under the files tab, you guys will find the printables. It might make it a little easier. So Friday at 6:30, we're doing Moana. And Saturday, I just added this yesterday. Saturday, we're doing bunnies. And if you guys have any cotton balls, you could do the bunny tail with cotton balls. Okay, and so we're doing that Saturday, but it's live and recorded. Okay, so we're going to be busy.
I made pop-up things before.
Oh, I'm so glad, and I love your panda shirts.
Oh, and look at the thing. Thank you. And look at the little baby person.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm making a little goal.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Just a minute. Thank you. Have a good day. I made a little school.
You guys are so cute. All right, how's the brother over there? I know he's over there. Did he get to make anything today?
Look at the little school.
He's been making Legos today. So
Oh, I love it. You know what?
Cute.
We're going to do a Lego man one day. I have a Lego picture around here somewhere. I have a Bob Ross Lego man we'll do. Oh, that's so cute.
What day are you gonna make the hippo?
she has to work on it.
Let me work on that, okay? I'll work on it, and I promise I'll add
I'm
him.
work on a cheetah too.
Maybe.
My
You know what? I have.
She has a
I'll make sure that I do. I have done a cheetah, and I don't know if it's not on the website. I'll look for it.
We'll check for it.
Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.